Stage name C-Roy?
So yeah. So my stage name is Roy G Liv.
Roy G.
Pretty much Roy G Liv, and I pretty much got that from my first name being Leroy. So I kind of took the last half of that Roy, and then G just kind of being my thing is kind of keeping it gangster. You know what I'm saying? Not in the mode of like being a thug or anything like that, but just standing on your business. You know what I'm saying? Standing on your word, being about what you say you're going to do and stuff like that. So I consider that being gangster. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I put the G in there, and then the Liv is just kind of like a message to myself, a reminder to myself to always live your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like don't, you know what I'm saying, get boxed into one thing. Don't let anybody tell you, you know what I'm saying, how you should live your life, you know what I'm saying, live your life how you wanna do that. So that's where I kind of got that Roy G Liv from.
Okay. Where you from?
I'm from Richmond, Virginia. Yes, sir. Born and raised Richmond, Virginia. I spent a lot of summers in South Carolina because my mom's side of the family's from Sumter, South Carolina. So I spent most of my majority of summers down there, but during the school year and stuff like that, I was up here in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay. What part of Richmond? Have we had this conversation before?
Yeah, I think we have. Yeah, South Side. You know what I'm saying? South Side. So, you know what I'm saying? I originally grew up, like I said, South Side of Richmond. Then I moved out to kind of Chesterfield, outskirts of kind of like Chesterfield. So I kind of went to Meadowbrook High School and everything like that. So that's kind of my area right there, kind of like Broad Rock, kind of like that South Side feel right there.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Let me tease a little bit more about that. Yeah. Cause we grew up, I grew up off of Orcutt and Powell.
Okay.
Yeah, and my pops, his crib was off of Walmsley.
Okay, yep. Walmsley, yep. My first house was off of Walmsley in Belmont. All that, yeah, same area. Yeah.
Okay, nigga, boy, rock. But yeah, we'll go and get into it, man. Once again, from the great minds of now, TalmBout, bringing back Write a Verse with you.
Yes, sir.
Homie Roy G Liv with me, right?
Yes, sir. Roy G Liv, but yes, sir.
Roy G Liv. All right. First question. Favorite artist that you know?
Favorite artist that I know? That would have to be, that I personally know, like I have like a personal relationship. That would have to be my boy, Less Problems. He's a part of my Close Encounters group that I'm a part of. He's probably my favorite artist, man. The dude is dope, man. Like I said, for him being around our age and everything like that, I don't know anybody else that has a sound that he has. As far as the flow on the beat, and he's just natural. He's just a natural with it. So that would be my boy, Less Problems. His new name is like Less IV, but that would be him for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're from football, so I'll go ahead and ask this question.
Yeah. What do you do, HB? Yeah. Steady living in the moment. They can call it what they want, still the same nigga living how you wanna. Glass frame, my diploma. On the island, I'm in Greece. Rolling through these niggas' streets. Eating good, I'm at peace. Smoking on gas, I'm lifted. Yeah. This shit ain't scripted. I need head, she gifted. Yeah. She get dick for Christmas. Yeah. On the way.
Bigger adrenaline rush, scoring a touchdown or killing a verse on stage?
Ooh. I would say killing a verse on stage, just because when you can get a crowd to rock with you, you know what I'm saying? You get that crowd feeling what you're saying and everything like that. There's no better feeling than that. So I would definitely say rocking the verse on stage, man. Getting that crowd with you, getting that crowd behind you, and getting the crowd hype with you. There's no better feeling than that, man, at all.
It's funny, I'm thinking about it. I should have raised the stakes like a game-winning touchdown or something, but still, if you get the crowd to rock with you, it's a whole other level, dog.
I'm about to say on the other side of that, though, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm like a defensive player, though, too. So if I can get a pick six, you know what I'm saying, like in the game or something like that, I will take that over a verse, you know what I'm saying? Because that I would say that's the ultimate kind of like hype play for me, so for sure.
I'm hip. Okay. What song in your catalog, when you left the studio, you knew that was the one?
Ooh. So I do have one right now that's kind of unreleased right now. I haven't dropped it yet. It's called Rent Due. But I just love the beat on there. It's just like a nice, chill type of vibe. So I think that one, when I drop it, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a big production video behind it. So I think when I'm able to drop that one, I think that one's gonna kind of be the one that kind of puts me up there.
Who that nigga out here rapping like the Rent Due? Who them niggas niggas out here dropping when them hits do. We them niggas get it done, ain't no issue. We the type to run it up, wear my track shoes. Ooh, take my time with it.
Okay. Yeah. Your best and your worst show. Let me hear them. Let me hear the stories.
Best show. So I haven't done too many shows per se. Quite frankly, I've done most of my shows were kind of like in my college days, just kind of doing like talent shows and stuff like that. But even then, I think my best show was when my first time kind of going out there. I think a lot of people in the school didn't know that I kind of did music and stuff like that. So when I went out there, and I did a song called Four Blunts that I recorded with my guy Zone back down here, but it was a while ago. But like I said, when I got on stage and started rapping that, I could tell. I could see like a lot of people in the stands just like their eyes are opening up like, yo, this dude is like rapping right now. He can really like, he's just not, you know what I'm saying, like just out here doing bullshit. He's really, you know what I'm saying, rapping. He really has a cadence. He really has some substance behind him and everything like that. So for me, I think that was kind of like my best performance because I got so many like open eyes and everything like that. As far as worse, I would consider I was shooting a music video, once again another music video that I haven't released yet or anything like that, but I consider that a performance too, you know what I'm saying, shooting a video and having to, you know what I'm saying, doing different things like that. But I think that video I think wasn't my best performance, and I think honestly because I kind of smoked a little bit too much before then, and I was just my mind wasn't right in it. So for that one, I think that one's kind of probably my worst performance or whatever per se. But like I said, I don't have too many stage performances, but like I said, I consider shooting videos and different production things a type of performance. So I would say that was probably my worst performance, but we still able to get a good product out of it. Like I said, I'm still going to release the video and everything like that. But like I said, just knowing myself and knowing how I carry myself, I felt like that was kind of one of those things where I'm like, all right, I learned from there. I'm not going to do that again. And kind of like I said, just learn from for the next time.
Okay. Respect. Craziest studio session. Like, what's the wildest or most unexpected thing that's happened while you was recording?
Craziest studio session. So back in college when I was recording at my boy's house, one night, it was one late night. It was probably like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. We had just got done a studio session. We were just walking out, you know what I'm saying, just chopping it up or whatever about the session or whatever. And when I walk outside, my girlfriend at the time was out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not per se anything that happened in the studio. I mean, when we're in the studio, we're pretty much like, I don't go in the studio unless I have like 3-4 songs ready to go. So I'm in there just knocking them out. You know what I'm saying? So there's not too much going on when we're in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we got our creative spaces going and everything like that. But when we're in there working, we're knocking stuff out. You know what I'm saying? And then we're getting out of there. But for this story, though, like I said, I walk outside. My girlfriend is sitting outside the house. Now, how she figured out where I was at, I don't know, because at this time we didn't have like locations on the iPhone or anything like that. So I said, how she figured out where I was at, I don't know. But like I said, she thought I was out, you know what I'm saying, doing cheating and stuff like that. But 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, man, she's in the middle of the cul-de-sac just yelling, screaming and yelling, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You ain't text me back, this and that. I'm like, yo, studio, you know what I'm saying? I'm focusing, you know what I'm saying, on recording these songs and everything like that. So I think that was kind of like a crazy story for me. But like I said, nothing crazy happens too much because we're kind of, you know what I'm saying, when we go in the studio, we're going in there with a plan. We're going in to get stuff done. We don't kind of play around. We don't bullshit. This is my personal money that I'm spending out, you know what I'm saying, for studio time. So I'm not going to bullshit with you. You know what I'm saying? We're in there, we're working, we're getting shit done.
Bonus question off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the studio session before or when it clicked like, all right, y'all, we got to take this serious. We coming in here, we spending money. We gotta make this shit happen. We gotta come in here with a plan. Like, what are we doing?
I think it's kind of always been that way, surprisingly. You know, like like I said, my boy Les IV, man, he's a natural with it. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of been the one that's kind of always kind of took the lead with the music. Like, I always been into music. Like, I grew up, I played the drums. You know what I'm saying? I was in the church choir. I played the saxophone in high school and stuff like that. So I always been around music. But Les has kind of been the one, like I said, with the rap and everything like that, to kind of push it further. So just being around him, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was in college. I didn't really take it too serious, but coming home for the summer times and seeing, you know what I'm saying, going into these studio sessions with Les and Zone and seeing how they're working, I'm like, yo, we really got something here, you know what I'm saying? So I would say around college time. So around about like 2013, 2014 is when we really started taking serious. We started investing in our own equipment and stuff like that. We started doing our own production and engineering. Like I said, just because you know what I'm saying, like I said, the money's not always there, you know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do to make it work. That's kind of how we did it. And then now eventually we're kind of moving into going back into studios, official productions, and doing stuff like that. Now that we're, you know what I'm saying, working official jobs and grown men out here getting more money. So now we can, you know what I'm saying, dish out more money towards that stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Pen and a pad on a phone or in your head? How you how you
Um,
like
um,
it?
Yeah, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone and on the head. You know what I'm saying? In the head, pretty much. But mainly on the phone. A lot of my stuff is on the phone because, like I said, once again, I like taking my time when I'm writing too. Sometimes I can sit down in one little session. You know what I'm saying, and write a whole song. But most of the time, I'm writing. You know what I'm saying, maybe half a verse. I'm gonna put it down. You know what I'm saying, come touch it the next day. Review what I wrote the last day. You know what I'm saying, make sure this still sounds good. Make sure I'm still feeling it. You know what I'm saying, then I add on. So. I'm definitely more so on the phone type of person, but if I'm in the studio, and I'm like have a song that is like almost done, you know what I'm saying, I have like a little bit left, I just still need to create on, then I'm in the head. I'll just do it right off the dome.
Okay. Okay. Um, I did most of my recording from I guess 2000 to like 2008, 10, something like that.
Okay.
I'm asking this to say I haven't been in the studio in a long time.
Mhm.
Are there cats that still have a pen and a pad? Do people still come in with a notebook, or is a lot of people on their phone?
For sure, for sure. My boy Zone, he comes in there with a pen and pad. Like he has a pen and a pad when he's in there. So I definitely seen some cats with the pen and the pad. It's definitely not like, you know what I'm saying, obsolete, you know what I'm saying, thrown away or anything like that. Some cats definitely still use the pen and the pad. Like I said, my boy Zone definitely does it. He uses pen and pad. So I still see it.
Okay, it's funny because like I said, my stage name is Rhyme Book.
Okay.
I think my last 4 or 5 joints I actually recorded like off the phone. You know what
Oh,
I
yeah. It's
mean?
It's like I said, it's the new world, man. It's evolving, you know what I'm saying? So it's just natural, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we had back in the day. Pen and pad. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger, writing rhymes in my little composite, black and white composite book, you know what I'm saying? So it's just going with the times, man. That's all.
It's funny because I hated those. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did most of my music with my homeboy Mike Check,
Okay.
and we a swap
Okay.
rhyme books, and he always had the composite joints. I always had a notebook. He always had the composite, so I couldn't fold.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that's why I hated writing rhymes in his joint, man. But and it was always the wild rule. He ain't never get. I'm going on a tangent. My bad, man.
Yeah.
Tell me, my bad. Go ahead.
You good? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Tell me a song you've been outversed on, man.
Outversed on. Ooh.
I'm gonna let you shine soon, but these first couple of joints, you know what I mean?
Outversed on. Ooh. I don't. So I wouldn't say I've been outversed on any of my stuff that's like officially out on any platforms. I will say that, but I will say like I believe like earlier this week I posted a song that I did with my boys in college. And like I say, it was just kind of like a play song for real, for it wasn't anything serious or anything like that. But my boy on that verse, his first verse on there, it was called "Pistol in the Party." His verse first on there, like I said, I was listening to it. I was like, yeah, he got that. You know what I'm saying? Like he did his thing on that one. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like he did better or anything like that, but he was talking his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so I like just being there in the college and knowing what he went through and everything like that, like he was talking his shit. So that's why I kinda gave that to him. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe I was like, yeah, you talk your shit, bro. You got that verse.
It's funny because that's a question I've asked a couple of times, and it's usually like, nah, I ain't really been outversed, so to say, but he probably slid on that beat a little bit. Like he probably rode the beat a little bit better or
Yeah,
something like that. So
yeah, he definitely slid on that beat. He was sliding. That was his beat. You know what I'm saying? And he came to me with the song anyway. So originally it was kind of his song too. But yeah, he definitely, like I said, he did his thing. All hands up. You know, it's all hands down. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
for sure, for sure. The next two situations, dream situations.
Okay.
With Dream One produce a project like a Ransom or Harry Fraud or 21 and Metro. Who would
Okay.
yours be with?
Mm. For me, I know this may be a high reach, but for me, I want to say Wayne.
Okay.
I like Wayne. That's who I grew up listening to. That's my favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? So for me, either Wayne, I can see Key Glock. I really
Mhm.
fuck with Key Glock. I can see T Grizzly. That's another one. Probably those would probably be my top three. Wayne, Key Glock, and T Grizzly. I fuck with those three artists a lot. So if I could do a collab or something like that, those three for sure.
All right, now a collaboration with one beat maker or one producer. Who would that be with? Like maybe a Hit Boy or 38 Special or somebody like that. Who would that be with?
I would say I think I like a lot of hit makers.
Okay.
He's been pretty popular, you know what I'm saying, in the music industry lately. And he has a lot, like I said, he does a lot of T Grizzly's beats. And like I said, I kind of like T Grizzly a lot, and I kind of like his cadence and how he comes onto the beat and some of those beats and stuff like that. So I definitely think collabing with Hitmaker will probably be something huge, be something major.
Okay. How many names have you been through?
What was that again?
How many names have you been through
What you mean by that?
Before you landed on Roy G Liv? How many names?
Yeah, for sure. So I had CE Roy. That was it. Yeah, that was about it. So before Roy G Liv, it was CE Roy. And the CE stand for Close Encounters, which is the music group I'm a part of. And then like I said, Roy. But I kind of like I said, I wanted to kind of expand on that. And then when I found Roy G Liv, and it kind of plays off of like the color spectrum, Roy G Biv or whatever, kind of plays off of that one right there. But I kind of like that, like I said, Roy G Liv, because like I said, it captures how I want to live my life. You know what I'm saying? With the Roy, with the keeping it gangster, and then just living your life how you want to live your life. So that's why I really like that one. And then every now and then I'll just say, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, if you hear me on my track, I'll say it's Roy or it's Roy G. You know what I'm saying? I won't say the whole Roy G Liv, you know what I'm saying? But that is the full name, Roy G Liv.
Okay. Who's the most unexpected person that's ever told you they rock with your music?
Unexpected. Ooh. I would probably say, quite frankly, my ChoppaCity boys. You know what I'm saying? When they found out, you know what I'm saying, I did music, they surprisingly rocked with me a lot more than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think they would get down. You know, so I know they listen to hip hop and stuff like that, but I didn't think they would get down the way they do. They really supported me. They really was like, yo, that's what's up, man. That's really dope. You know what I'm saying? We was listening to some of that stuff. So yeah, I would say my Choppa boys for sure.
That's right. Instead of asking when did you know you made it, I asked like what is something you didn't expect that you would have done, like maybe a video or interview or a tour or something.
So quite frankly, I never expected even to kind of be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even want to call myself a rapper. I call myself an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because being a rapper is just putting yourself into one category. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to do that, but yeah, I think just surprised myself being an artist because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I always grew up playing ball. I wanted to be a football player. And surprisingly, I wanted to be a cop. Those are the two things: football player or a cop. So growing up, those were the only two things I really like. I said, I always wrote stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I would write little rhymes and stuff like that. I would write little stories and stuff like that. But I never thought it would be serious or anything like that. So, yeah, just being an artist in total, just coming back and really starting to focus on this and really investing in it, and seeing where I can take myself and just seeing the progress in myself, man. I started off on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a distribution deal, you know what I'm saying, with Orcish, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing the growth right there is just amazing. So just being an artist in total, I probably would have never expected it, but I'm here now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm fully embracing it, and we're going to keep going with it.
I like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song to perform?
Favorite song to perform? I have a song called "Bring My Niggas Home." I haven't performed it yet, but I think if I can get a performance with that one, I think that would be a big kind of song, kind of hype song. Got some good bars in there. That I think could really blow up and stuff like that. Those are like I said, that was probably one of my first songs that I've put out there. And I think those are, if I get popping, I think that's one of the songs that's going to kind of circle back I'm popular again, because that's such, like I said, I got a few good bars in there. It's a good song, good cadence, good structure. So I really like that song.
Okay. What's your favorite hip hop album ever?
The Carter 2.
All right, quick with it. Okay.
Yeah, that's easy. Carter 2. I still listen. I literally listen to that to this day.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that was quick. Like,
yeah.
I like that though.
Yeah.
All right. 16th question is a who, what, when, where, how situation.
Okay.
Who? Who is Roy G Liv? Yeah, who is Roy G Liv?
He's a real man. He's a real artist, man. He's a dope artist. He's a guy that stands on his word and just wants to live life, man. That's who he is. That's it.
What's your style? How would you explain it?
My style is real. You know what I'm saying? I go based off what I'm feeling. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say I'm an artist, not just a rapper, because I can harmonize too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm Drake or I'm a singer or anything like that, but I will get on the track and I will harmonize too. So I what I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? What's in the moment.
Okay, okay. When you got something dropping?
Yeah, we working right now. Like I said, we working to get some big production. So we definitely gonna drop before the end of the year. Probably more so probably end of the summer. So let's look towards maybe like July, August or something like that. But we're definitely dropping before the end of the year.
Okay, okay. Where? What you wearing? You got merch?
We do have merch. We have some close encounter merch that's coming out for the summertime. We're still working out different designs and stuff like that, but we do have some merch that we're going to kind of drop for the summertime. Have like t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts. We're going to try to do some like shorts, some sweatshirts, and stuff like that. Just you know, saying regular stuff like that. So we're definitely going to try to drop some of that stuff for summertime, but we're just getting color schemes and designs down now.
Okay, okay. And how can people get in contact with you? How can they follow what you're doing and support?
Yes, sir. So I'm on Instagram, CE CE.Roy on Instagram. I'm on X, hell, Snapchat, TikTok, all that stuff. Like I said, just enter Roy G Liv on the rest of that stuff. You'll be able to find me. I'm on YouTube. I have my own YouTube page. I'm on all streaming platforms. Anything you stream, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Tidal, whatever you stream music on, I'm on there. Just enter Roy G Liv and I'm there, man.
Okay, okay. I appreciate this, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it too, man. For sure, for sure.
Write a verse with you. That's 16 bars. I guess bonus question on the bridge or whatever they call that shit.
Yes, sir.
What's that one song that you want me to go listen to right now?
One song I want you to go listen to right now. Ooh, let me see. Do I want to say "Bring My Niggas Home"? Yeah, it's got to be "Bring My Niggas Home." Go back to that "No Love Lost," "No Love Lost" project. "Bring My Niggas Home." That I think that one right there, you're gonna be like, okay. He's serious. He got it. All right.
My niggas home, 100 niggas round me, I'm like Waldo. My brothers with it too, call me Lonzo. Extra clips, they be sitting in the console. Let a nigga try to get it, Rapunzel. His soul, bring my niggas home, bring my niggas home. 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 Fuck you thought, nigga. If I gotta choose between you and my niggas, well shit, you shit out of luck, nigga.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Like I said, I appreciate this, man.
Nah, I appreciate it, man, for sure.
I'll catch you back on the field soon.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man.
All right, right back at you.
Yes,
Kind of, I'm kind of hyped. I ain't done one of these in a minute, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like when we had the podcast, I started doing these with my, with my MC friends or whatever.
Okay.
Then we started doing more football. I just started doing the 4 for 10.
Right.
And I just haven't done these in a little while. So probably a little rusty.
Yeah.
Probably smiling a whole bunch. So deal with me, my guy.
All right. I'm with it.